my flesh!
I must have time to gather my blood.
Nothing. I will take this world in blood! You know this. I will take this world in blood!
I must have time to gather my will.
Beckons just beyond the moon.
Hello everyone, this is Necrospunk coming to you with the final update of my Sanctum Volatiled cast while channeling journey. Completed all the challenges like a week ago, and I was thinking about if I'd still play or not. I've decided I'm gonna go chill, play Baldur's Gate from the first game to Throne of Ball or something like that. Because pushing these challenges kind of burnt me out in the game. I spend a lot of time in getting what's it called, the deviation one, definitive deviation. So getting all the boons and afflictions. That took quite a lot of grinding. And to help that, actually. We did progress the build to some sort of final form. What would make the build really pop out would be something like a Mage Blood. I think like that's one of the final things, but I can't stand the grind, at least right now. Well, we still have 1.5 months at least of the league still going, but the grind is whenever I think about it, it's really scary. But so, what do we have going on? Well, the Annihilating Light, we got it to 30% quality finally, so it'll give, with the enchant, quite a bit of increased damage. I crafted a new helm, just to get the mana reservation efficiency top notch. It also gives a bunch of life, bunch of chaos res, and I wanted some extra physical mitigation, so I decided to go with the 10% physical damage from hits taken as fire damage. So overall, 20% increased mana reservation efficiency. It's really excellent. We currently have 74 mana with all our auras up, and yeah, over here links are pretty much the same. I was able to level up clarity quite a bit more, so now we have a level 23 vitality. Actually, it could probably go to 24 if we want to push it. Herald of Ash level 23, clarity 16, with arrogance supporting. Actually, this could use quality as well, but yeah. That's the helm. Ashes of the Stars, this is the same. I got like week 1 of the league or something like that, and it has been doing a lot of work for the build. This ring I crafted just to fix most of my elemental resistances. Uh, you know, it gives a ton of resists. Actually, even though those are just tier 2s, but yeah, the chaos res as well. I did slap it with the Crusader orb at the end, just to finish it off. It had chance to either hit life gain on spell hit, which would have been awesome, or spell damage, which would have been awesome. But we got the lightning damage per power charge, which, well, it gives a bit of damage, but it's definitely not the best. The chest piece, this one I had quite the adventure with. So it's a double elevated suffix with essence, increased mana reservation efficiency of skills. Has some fist taken as cold. I mean, I probably should slap a divine on it because the rolls are pretty bad, but I just want the high spell crit. That's you know, that's the key part of this chest. But yeah, this chest, it took quite a bit of butt clenching to craft, because you needed to spam essences on a shaper redeemer chest until you hit frenzy charge on hit, and after that you needed to lock suffixes, hit the spell crit, start elevating, try to elevate the spell crit. Well, of course I didn't hit that at the first time I elevated the frenzy charge on hit, which is not the worst, but then again we are only rocking 3 frenzy charges, so it's only 3% move speed. But yeah, this was an adventure. What I really wanted was to hit +1 active skill gems on the prefixes, but no, that just didn't happen. Oh well, it happened once, and then I failed the Ashling Slam. So yeah, I updated Circle of Anguish because I was able, after crafting this ring, I think, and we were able to get more damage, so I just went for more damage, and it still has the -3 to total mana cost of skills just to make Cyclone free. That was the main thing I was searching for, and just a buff effect and fire damage. So overall, you know, when looking at the POB, we are currently at about 16 million DPS. Normally 70 million against bosses. Boots, don't mind the enchant. I think that was actually from Merclap, because I used these boots on my other character as well. But yeah, these enable us to, you know, go fast. I was quite annoyed being locked in 50% movement speed all the time, and I was figuring out how I could do it, how I could get something like this working with the build, and that's why I crafted this chest. So it's the extra mana reservation efficiency that we needed, because the Stampede had the Charisma Anoint, which gives 16% increased mana reservation efficiency. So yeah, this is what we use to go fairly fast. The maximum movement speed it hits is like 113 or something like that. It's still not the fastest, but it's faster than 50% all the time. So it made mapping quite a bit easier, you know, going for those last sanctums. The belt, actually I think this is a new one as well. Yeah, I basically, what I did is I bought the base for like 2 divines. It had those tier 1 resistances on it and the abyssal socket. So what I did was I locked suffixes and I hit it with the veiled chaos, and the veiled chaos hit max life and the energy shield. So what I just did was unveiled the regen life was the best option. So yeah, I was like, okay, I'm happy with this. I'm not gonna fiddle with it anymore. Yeah, the Hypnotic Eye Jewel, it's well, if it had armor it'd be better, but yeah, just res, max life, strength. I think these gloves are RNE as well for the build because I wanted I wanted dex and strength and some resist. So these would be much better with a Templar mod and cold res, but that would mean that we have to fiddle around some more with resistances. But yeah, they give effective marks, unnerve enemies on hit, and they just fix our dex and strength. The strength is there just to increase our overall crit chance. Like we could use all our gear, but the higher the strength, the more crit we get. So it's basically just for the crit, and yeah, pretty basic pair of gloves, nothing amazing, I think. The Sanctified relic I've been using is actually flasks gain 2 charges every 3 seconds. It's been quite helpful. So just to sustain all of these during boss fights, and yeah, whatever, doing sanctums and stuff. The links, they are the same I think as last time. Desecrate, Cyclone, Divergent, Volatiled, level 21. Awaken Spell Cascade. Actually, I haven't qualified this up. Oh yeah, it's only AoE. Elemental Focus, and of course Awaken cast while channeling. Other links, I still use Assassin's Mark normal version because I need the power charge when hit. Mark on hit, of course. Val Molten Shell, Life Tap, and yeah, the movement speed thingy I actually, oh well, the Frost Blink setup I updated, so I went with Divergent Frost Blink just for the increased cooldown recovery chance for each rare and unique enemy, so I can actually spam this even without the Stampede. So when it comes to unique bosses, then Divergent Culling Strike, just a little bit of extra life recovery when you cull stuff, and well, Divergent Righteous Fire and Anomalous Arcane Surge. Anomalous Arcane Surge gives just a tiny bit of extra mana regen. Like I was doing fine without these, but I thought I'd just update them because it was easy. Then on the tree side, I think I do have like new Megalomaniacs. I went with this one with Uncompromising and Volatile Presence, so this helps with mana reservation. There's an option of Adrenaline, which is basically just 8% maximum life. Then this one has Righteous Path and Wrapped in Flame. Wrapped in Flame actually lets us cover enemies in Ash, which gives a 20% more damage multiplier, like I said before. It has the third notable militarism, which is armor and max life, but unfortunately I just don't have the points to go with that. Then yeah, we still have this one, which is just res, crit multi, life, and then there's this one which is precise focus, gives us quite a bit of crit chance and crit multi while channeling, and we do channel all the time. Smoking Remains, just fire damage. I went for more damage, so there's an option to drop the damage and go for more life and armor if you wanna. I just thought that to go with the damage, and then there's Enduring Composure, which basically lets us have endurance charges. When I'm farming, or when I was farming those Eldritch maps and trying to find an apothecary at one point, I spec'd out of this because the endurance charges kinda, the less recovery per endurance charge was really annoying to run, so I just spec'd this instead and just went without endurance charges. What else? I think actually this Glorious Vanity is new. We didn't have this last time, so finally we are going with +1 max fire res. Then there's a little bit of aura effect here, and then there's max lightning res. So these help a little bit on the resistance side. it's an annihilating light build, so resistances are always going to be an issue. And the watches eye that we have is I'm not sure if this was the same as last time, but yeah, 8% increased damage taken by enemies, 42 critical strike multiplier while affected by anger, and life fire damage leached while affected by anger. So 3 good modifiers for the build, and actually that fire leech enables us to use the increased effect of marks on the gloves. I don't know, it's been a wild ride here in Sanctum. I think, yeah, this build has it would still have stuff to upgrade, but yeah, after finishing the challenges, I've just kind of lost motivation to play. But it did the Sanctums really well. I never tried to no hit run because my playstyle is kind of all over the place sometimes, and yeah. If you have any questions about the build, please feel free to either leave a comment or just message me in game. The character name is I have no ass and I must poo, so you can find me on that name, and if I'm playing, that is, or just leave a comment on a YouTube video. But I'm gonna have at least a short break from POE and Sanctum, and or if I'm not having a break from POE, I'll be doing something stupid like going to Ruthless or something like that, just to cool down a little bit from the grind. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys maybe later sometime.